Hi, I'm going to attempt to do a review on the Elecwish LED ceiling lamp. This is a great lamp for low money on Amazon. It's the lowest price one with the most features. It comes with a remote, and the remote does quite a bit more than this owner's manual will let on. Not quite a bit more, but a few things. And some of it's a little bit confusing. I'm still a little confused. I can tell you that we've had one for about 6 months, and we've had a second one in our kitchen for about 4 months. Really, it does a great job in the kitchen. Really, it's really bright. Yes, you'll still need other lighting over stoves and stuff, probably if you block the light, but it's still brighter than our double fluorescent round bulbs that we had in there, like the old style. Now the thing is, I could show you the light on the ceiling, but it's probably best if I show you a picture on the wall to try and explain how this works. The first thing I'm going to tell you is that this only works when the wall switch is on. It must be on. If this is off, the light gets no power, and no matter what you do with this, you will not be able to turn it on. So your wall switch should either stay on or try to keep it on. If you go to bed at night and shut it off via the wall switch, you're probably making a mistake, because you're going to get up in the middle of the night and you're going to have to go find your wall switch, whereas your remote will be right by your bed. So anyway, before we get too started, I will say that it was a very easy install. 2 wires. You have a black and a white wire usually coming out of your ceiling, and you just hook the 2 wires up in either direction, either or. It doesn't matter, I don't believe. And it should work. If it doesn't work one way, just flip it around. I don't think you'll start a fire or do anything weird. But please make sure that your power is off, unlike what I did. And we won't talk about it. Anyway, but I did a nice clean job anyway. This is the only instructions that it has for install. Really lame, but it really doesn't have a lot to do. I'll try and let you see everything. Now this part on the remote is actually pretty good, but it still doesn't tell you everything that the remote does. In fact, it doesn't tell you jack. But, and then this match and dismatch stuff, that is pairing and unpairing, which is you just press this middle button to pair it. As you can see, it talks about system, long press to match wireless. So matching means pairing. As far as there's an RGB and an auxiliary and a couple of numbered buttons that may or may not do something. I'll explain that in a minute. The RGB button and the auxiliary button don't do anything on mine, but all the rest of them do. All right, so let's talk about it for a minute. First of all, on the remote, you can dim it. That goes down to just a few hundred lumen, and then you can press the top and go to the full 1920 lumens. Then you can change the color temperature, and this is made to ramp up and ramp down color temperature and output. That's what this is for. However, you can go and use this button and just cycle through them, and they just go right there. Now you probably can't see that very well, but I'll do it again. There's a yellow, like an incandescent bulb. There's a bright white, and there's a bluish tint on that one. A little bit too sharp looking for me, for the bedroom, but it works good for the kitchen. Anyway, we have this so that number one, there's 2 ways to turn the light on from the remote once the wall switch is on. Here, just like you'd expect, and then also on number 1. That confuses the hell out of my wife. And let's see. So the RGB and auxiliary do nothing. 2 does nothing. 3 does nothing. Now, here's a neat feature. This goes automatic. I call this the movie thing. Movie light. Oh, hang on a sec. I gotta. It almost always works. Except I think I came out of the. Yeah, all right. I think I just told the remote what not to do. So now There it is in kind of blue. So you just hit this button and it goes right to what I call movie mode. If you press it again, it doesn't do anything. You have to press the mode button to get back out, or you gotta cycle it with this. So it has this other cool feature, whereas if you go into the movie mode and then do another press, it'll shut off for a second, turn on. Now in 15 seconds, I believe it is, it will shut off automatically so you can get to bed. So it's kind of neat. And we'll just, see, shuts off. And let's see what we can do here. Now, as far as this goes, this is kind of interesting. You are not totally, this can do multifunction. And the multifunction is that right now it's on yellow. If you flick it once real fast, it's yellow because it has memory. Then it goes to dim. Then it goes to bright white. Then it goes to blue. And then to yellow again. So that's kind of neat. But once again, you got to leave it on. Anyway, that's pretty much it. This is about $35. This is the best priced light that I have found. And it seems to be made well, does not get hot. I recommend it highly. I will say that the one in the kitchen does something a little teeny bit different. When you go through, cycle through the modes, it has like an extra, it does one of them twice. It does like the blue light twice, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's a glitch or what, but that's actually the older one. So maybe it was a glitch and then they figured out how to not do that. So, that's pretty much it. Elecwish. Pretty cool, huh? Well, we're going to sign off. Thank you for watching.